out now. Not good. Oh, we got hot. Okay, listen, there's like 4 or 5 things here. Thank you for letting me know. Victor Marrero, welcome. Post retirement travel, you're still on. Eric, you're on mute, so nobody heard the intro. Nobody heard anything. Well, isn't that par for the course? But welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. The back office keeps switching between my microphone and my speakers, and for whatever reason it flips it back and forth, and I have to go back in and change it back. It doesn't stay set, so that's a problem. All right, well, let's go with number 2. Angela Datanak, I don't know how to pronounce that. Thank you so much. Welcome for being here to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. You know what I'm going to do? All right. I didn't have volume up here. I'll keep it in my ear. What the hell? Now I gotta have to get some mic from headphones, and we're gonna have to do the damn podcast thing, right? All right. Thank you so much for being in the house, and welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Angela Dentignac, and bringing her tagline. Good evening. There's no sound. Thank you. No sound, sir. Thank you so much. Sound is back. Thank you, Victor. Post-retirement travel. That's going to take me a minute to get used to that, but thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. That's why I guess I'm going to have headphones now. Headphones, order up, please. All right, we'll have some headphones next week. I'll just order headphones, so you guys will have. I'll have the regular headphones on. I won't use my little earbuds. I'll have regular headphones. All right, so let me put in my order. All right, now next week, New Year 2025 is coming up. You know what that means. That means playtime is over, ladies and gentlemen. What do we have to do? You should be worrying. That's what you have to do. We all should be worrying. The world is watching. The world is saying, oh, next administration, you want to try this? Then we're going to do this. Next administration, you're going to try that. Well, then we're going to counter it and do this. I'm like, man, this is getting out of control, ladies and gentlemen. And we're already on the teeter-totter. We already have all-time record high deficit. And now we're going to add more. And now we're going to be into situational wars or conflicts. We're going to be into all type of things regarding food supply, transportation, supply chains, and everybody, please make necessary adjustments, because the next year, which is now 2 days from now, is going to be one hell of a ride. And unfortunately, a lot of people are going to be getting dropped off, because if the elevator goes up to the 15th floor, we're already on the 9th floor, where everybody on the 9th floor and below is living paycheck to paycheck. In a few short years, things could go so wacky that only the people living on the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th floor can survive. So this is why we need you to think about what you are going to do out here, ladies and gentlemen, because you cannot mess around anymore. Rubber is meeting the road. There is no way to sit around and think that you're going to be fine, because you are not going to be fine. Just letting you know right now. All right. Now, I'm going to do something right now, but I hope this doesn't stop. Yeah, it does that, right? Okay, cool. I had to do something that I didn't want to do, but it worked out. Okay, so I'm not streaming on all platforms right now. Just letting everybody know, I'm only on a 3 platforms. But if you're not out there, here we go. Another down day at the stock market. Candy. I am buying like candy. We're going to do the salsa dance when it turns up again. That's the thing, Victor Marrero. Because of every country starting to recognize, well, making contingency plans. I'll explain it that way. That's what it basically is. It's contingent plans. So once you understand the contingency plans, I got some things I need to do back here. But once they do the contingency plans, now they got something to do, right? They have to. I'm not even mad. Nobody can be mad. There's a reason all this stuff is going down. All right? There's a reason. So just keep all this in mind. Other countries are doing what they have to do. You can't be mad at them because of what the United States is saying they're going to do as a country, as the leaders are saying. They're saying they're going to be against our allies. Our allies have to go, oh, okay. Then now we're going to have to prepare for that. And we don't mind preparing for it because here's the problem. America does not have a coalition. America is in NATO. America's in the UN. America has Geneva Convention and all this other agreements. Well, everybody knows around the world, America breaks their agreements all the time. So how are they supposed to honor anything? They're not. So what they're doing is they're saying, okay, if you're going to treat us like we're the enemy, then we'll act like it too. So see, this is where the problem comes in. If you have a group of friends and you tell half of your friends that you're going to do something to the other half of your friends, that creates chaos and conflict. Chaos and conflict is not good for communications or the economy in any circumstance. So this is why I've said 3 years from now, you better have got all of the assets that you can eat up from any source, domestic or abroad. And I highly suggest you think global market, and I would start thinking about getting some relationships outside of the US, outside of the EU, outside of China, all the frick over the world. And good news, we have internet, we have computers, we have things that you can use, your own phones you can use. So just think about all that, all right? Because Victor Marrero is talking about the salsa dance when it turns up. Well, see, that's just the problem. This little scary situation that's going down a lot of, look, if I'm going to be the president of the United States, and before I'm even inaugurated, I'm telling people I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that, irrespective of legalities, Congress, or anything. People are going to listen. They're going to be like, hey, man, this guy might be serious. So they're going to react. And this is why our economy is now doing what it's doing now. All the rich guys, what they're doing is they're saying, you know what? I'm just going to take my money out of the market. I'm going to take my profits and let it sit on the sideline. That's why you're having drops. People are going, okay, it drops enough. I'll buy back in. Other new investors. Those guys are just going, I'm selling my stuff, I'm getting out, sitting on the sideline. This is what you have to consider. If the big boys are doing this, then you have to look and go, wait. If they're doing it, I got to think about doing something of this nature. Right? Look, top 10% of the wealthiest own 93% of the stock market. So they're the big dogs. So if the big dogs are out here saying, let me sell millions of shares and keep it in cash, so therefore they can invest anywhere on the planet, that's how you should be thinking as well. I know certain people, you know what they've done? They've sold all their stocks. Can you believe this? I'm like, what? All of them? Yes, all of them. I'm like, okay, so then what? Then they said, oh, I bought a little bit of gold. What I mean is 5%, 3% of gold. That's it. I'm like, that's interesting. But I can see your point because of the disarray that you can see from all this communications from an incoming administration. And who's the boss? You got a guy that may be in the U.S. government that can't even get a clearance. And he's over messing in the Germany elections. This is wild stuff. And so that guy is supposed to be in the administration that's messing with the German elections, backing, well, I won't say, and therefore that's a problem. And he's supposed to be in our administration. That's like America is messing with the, are we friends or not? Do you guys understand the ramifications? This is why some people are saying, let me get my money out of the stock market because I don't know what's going to happen. It could be good, but I'll jump back in when it's good. But I don't want to be there if it goes 1930s. All right, I'm just saying. It took 15 years damn near to come back from 1930s because there was two actual crashes, not one. Okay, so it was going back up but never achieved the level it was at. Then it dropped back down again for a few years. It's crazy what's going on. Unnecessary, crazy stuff. And they're putting investors and people in jeopardy. So if the stock market's doing this downs, you have to be very, very conscious of this. But even there's something I wanted to talk about on Friday night that you guys may not know. The Federal Reserve have reduced interest rates, was it twice this year? Traditionally, what starts happening is when they say we're going to reduce interest rates, then the mortgage rates go down. Mortgage rates did not go down. Mortgage rates went up. That's right. And why? Bond rates go up. Why? The government needs money. So you have to increase the rates. Whether it's 1 day or 2 days, they got to increase the rates to get an outside investment so they can print up more money out of thin air. This is serious, ladies and gentlemen. You can't have unstable situations going on and our allies, who's been our allies for over 60, 70, 100 years in some cases, questioning what we're trying to do and who we're trying to be. And that's what's happening right now. When you start talking about attacking Mexico, Panama, messing with elections in the EU, you're acting like Russia. Come on, this is craziness. All right, all right. I'm just giving you guys a warning right now. All right, I'm giving you a warning because now we have to act accordingly. We have to start saying, wait a minute, maybe we should take some of these profits off the table and not keep 75 to 100% in a stock or whatever we're talking about that's not liquid. Might have to start stuffing some duffel bags of cash. All right, that's all I'm going to say right now because I'm like very cautious when things like this is going on. So here we go. Just got paid by YieldMax today. That's right. This week's YieldMax dividends for Group 2 will be paid next Monday, January 6th, due to New Year's holiday. YieldMax, YieldMax every week, ladies and gentlemen. YieldMax ETFs, go there and you'll find out about why Max and why Mag. You know what else is at YMAX and what's at YieldMax ETFs? Something else. You can short the market. There are shorts. See, this is what I start thinking. You make money when it goes up, make money when it goes down. But I'm leaning towards the guys that say take a little profit out. That's where I'm leaning right now. I'm not buying the old, what Victor was saying, the salsa dance, where we could say, okay, but right now, everything is off the table as we have known it. Because we are looking at, again, I wish everybody would I want to curse sometimes. I wish everybody would study the 1930s, the Great Depression, and you see exactly what happened to cause it. And you will see the same things that is happening in the last 5 years. That's what you're going to see. The last 6 years, you're going to be like, Smoot-Hawley, tariff wars with our allies, check. Businesses and corporations can't sell their products and goods overseas, so they have to lay people off, check. People running to the bank doesn't have money in their banks, so some banks are going out of business and people can't get their money, check. You're sitting there, can check off every damn piece of the list, and people are out here like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. We know what's going to happen if we engage against our own allies, and our enemies are engaging against us as well. Like China said, we're going to go buy from other farmers who are not named USA farmers. That means the United States has to print more money to give these guys bailout money, which means taxes go up, which means inflation goes up. I repeat, this is simple. This isn't even hard to figure out. So all of this is a problem for OCs. If you think 70 to 78% of people are living paycheck to paycheck, if this thing goes like it's on track to go, we could be sitting here like it's 1934 again. And that means 85 to 90% of people are going to have a problem. And businesses will not save you because they will be going out of business because they can't sell their products overseas and your buyers in your own country can't buy the products. This is a problem. This is what developing nations have a problem with. Their currency's out of whack. They can't sell their products and they can't get low rate loans from other government agencies, central banks, to get them out of this. So that's why they have a problem. And if they're not using their money to develop in their country, that means they have to always borrow from another country. And that means their currency gets devalued and increases. Instead of 10 to 1, it's 15 to 1. Instead of 15 to 1, it goes to 20 to 1 until there's a break because they don't have world currency. And then that's when you just hit this cycle where you always stay in this developing nation. That's a problem. So this is where we're going. Empires fail. Ottoman Empire, Russian Empire, all of the empires failed the same way. Just study, please. If you study, you will see this is not very hard to figure out, but what's going to be hard to figure out is what to invest in over the next year, let alone 2 years or 3 years. Everything's going to be unfolding in real time. You don't have the luxury of going, oh, I know what to do. They're reducing the interest rate. Buying a house works great because home prices, they go up when loans are low. Loan rates are low. So therefore, you win. Easy. You know what happens when they try to go to 0% interest rates and they do tax cuts and tax breaks. We know the stock market's going to go boom. But this time, all bets are off because we don't know what's going to happen and what team anybody is on. That is going to be scary for the world, which they're already preparing. And that should be scary for United States citizens and friends and allies around the world. And that's where the problem comes in. Okay, let's go. Brian P. I know you have probably sent me some emails. Unfortunately, my email was also, I don't even know what happened. All it says is you have to use JavaScript. I couldn't even log in until 10 minutes before our live stream. So I can't comment, but Mr. Dividend is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. This man right here, he does investments. And he said, hello, Eric. I've seen it. Brian P., welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. AKA Mr. Dividend is here. He brings his tagline, happy day. Happy day to you. I hope all is well with you, man. We live in day to day. We got so many enemies financially, it's out of control. Hello, SSN family. Smash that like button. It's like a third world country to me all over this place. And that's causing a problem. We will see how it goes. I generally don't like problems. Mo Better is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Another investor is here. He brings his tagline tonight. What's up, SSN family? What's up, E? We in the building. That's right. We investors extraordinaire. And by the way, you know what's coming in 2025? Legends never die. That's the new t-shirt, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's coming out. You know we got to do what we got to do, how it used to be. We're going to have it. You know, no fear, no excuses. Go to stopstrugglingnow.com. Get the gear, ladies and gentlemen, because we are not monetized any longer because they don't like that I do certain videos. Too bad, so sad. And since they never really released us out into the wild with thousands of views per video, I wasn't getting checks anyhow that much. So really, is this like punishment? Seriously? It's a joke. But nonetheless, we still on here. We still talking. Another year, what is that, a year and a half we got to go? Brian B, hey Eric, did you see the video talking about the same thing on money? No, I did not. I've been talking to, in fact, I've been talking with Mo damn near all day. Literally. I mean, my cousin, Mo, and people looking for stuff in Los Cabos. That's what I've been talking to. Trying to get there tomorrow. That's what I've been doing. Oh, man. Yeah. Jeez. But nice to see you, Mo. Thank you so much for being in the house. And Mr. Dividend, I see you. Question. What question? No, man. Nuh-uh. Sorry. I haven't been checking out anything. All I do is I checked out CNBC, just glanced at it to see what happened at the stock market today, and that's pretty much all I did. So, hold on. I got to do something in the background while I'm doing this. Let me see. I'm trying to figure something out. Where's this? Oh, I know where it is. Okay. I'm still not used to their little things they do in here. I need to do something with the up and down, but I can't find it. When I have the comments on, yeah, I can't find it. Oh, well. Oh, wait. I think, no, is that where it is? Let's see. I think that's, oh, I know where it is. Nope, that's not where it is. Nope. Still can't do things on the fly. I think it looks different when I'm not doing it. But anyhow, let's get back to this. We'll get back to the rules at hand. All right, let's go. Let's see here. Here we go. Victor Marrero. It's people taking profits and letting go on the loser stocks for tax income reduction. I am on the investor camp. I think not staying invested will make you regret it later, but I understand you. Yeah, you can go both ways. You're right. That's exactly right. You can buy on the dips, and you are right as well. People are taking profits. People are selling loser stocks, which are already losing, so they go down a little bit more because people didn't say, well, let me get out. And so, yeah, this all goes hand in hand. But when next month comes, if we're still on the tax cut, tax breaks, and we're still the committed NVIDIA, Google, Microsoft, and all those guys are still going to buy back $3 billion worth of stock, almost every one of them over the next 3 years, basically $1 billion worth of stock every year. If they're still going to be committed to that, then that is what drives the stock market, those big cap companies. And so that would indicate that the stock market should at least maintain where it's at, give or take 5% in either direction, or go past 5%. We'll see. Traditionally, tax cut, tax rates and interest rates are only going to be reduced twice next year, and it's going to be 0.25 both times, I believe. So that's nothing. That's not 4 times like they were going to do before. So that's not going to be a rally in that regard. Homes are already overpriced. Stocks are already overpriced. Everything is overpriced beyond ordinary citizens' budgets. But who needs ordinary citizens when the top 10% own 93% of the stock market? You don't. You only need the top 10% to be making the money for the stock market to work. We're just being brought along for the ride. All right? So just keep that in mind. But I agree. Here we go. I need to start investing in ETFs. Exactly, Mo. Hey, you got to get down with the big dogs. YieldMax ETFs, they're giving out YMAX, YMAG every Friday, once a week at about a 35, what is it, a 50? No, I think it's 55. It's a 50% to 55% dividend distribution based on what you would invest today. And if anybody wants to know, you go to yieldmaxetfs.com. If you have never purchased stocks, then please, down below in the description, make sure you get that Robinhood and Webull. All right? Make sure you do that. Let me turn this off over here. Get Robinhood and Webull. The links are down below in the description box on whatever platform you're watching on. All right? Just keep that in mind. But yes, I agree with you 110%. Which is the best ETF to invest in for growth and weekly or monthly dividends? Victor or Brian P., what you guys think? Okay, YieldMax, YMAX, YMAG. There you go. Dividends every week. WiMag is the Magnificent Seven. Google, Amazon, Apple, Nvidia, Tesla. Who am I missing? Microsoft. I think I'm missing somebody. But Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Google. Yes, I might have gotten all seven, but if I'm not, I got six. But that's why MAG is the Magnificent Seven. Why Max is a different formulation. So those are dividends along with FEPI, along with IWMY, all those weekly dividends, monthly dividends, still yield max ETFs gives you a wide variety. And the good news about yield max ETFs, we want volatility in the stock market because that means people are doing option income trading. That's where they get the distributions. So whenever there's a situation like today, there's going to be a higher option payout because more options and put calls were generated for their $290,000 worth of shares, for instance, in companies. $1 million worth of shares, puts and calls. So that generates a lot of income. And this is why some of these yield max ETFs, like the Bitcoin ones, are getting like some ridiculous amounts of money, like $4 a share. MSTY, $2, $3, $4 a share every month. It's crazy. And their stock prices are only that those prices are basically 10% less than their stock most often, which is awesome. That means people are getting 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100% distribution based on their stock purchase. And then if you reinvest it, you're automatically buying more shares. It's a beautiful thing. So you want volatility like this. This is great. This is an option trader's dream. Victor Marrero's doing the salsa dance every day. And I can't remember who else does options trading that I haven't seen for a while, but they're doing the salsa dance too. All right. I need to start investing. Which ones? They'll give you some heads up. I always forget all of them. Mo says, oh, didn't forget to smash that like button. Thank you so much, man. Greatly appreciated. You know how it goes. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, just like he said, smash that like button so the YouTube guys know that you're in the house and that we're live. They like telling us we're live. And I still, in 2025, I haven't done what I need to do on the live streams. I'm going to start doing live streams, just dropping the daytime, nighttime, evening time, but we still have some things that we got to do some travels on. So we have gone through a lot more worse things as a country, and the stock market has always come back with a vengeance. Staying in the market with always these ups and down years have been great to me. Victor Marrero, here's the thing. If you invested any time after 1980, there's triggers. So 1980 to 1988, tax cut, tax breaks, recession, bingo, beautiful. 1988 to 1992, tax cut, tax breaks, bingo. We have a situation, right? We know what happens with tax cut, tax breaks. Stock market goes higher, but we had Black Monday, 1989, was it? But there's a reason. Tax cut, tax breaks, 2 administrations. Third administration, tax cut, tax break, something broke. Black Monday. People who were still in the market, like you said, bought when not Lehman Brothers, but when companies were going out of business, the savings and loans companies and banking was under siege. People were buying Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase Bank, as they were pennies on the dollar comparatively, right? So all those people who stayed in the market, they're winning as we move forward. Airline industries under siege, having to bail them out. All that was in disarray. 92 through 96, no tax cut, no tax break. But what happens? We have boom, .com bubble. Up until 1999, where the geeks got over on all you guys. I was telling people right then and there, they go, oh man, what's going to happen when the 2000 clicks over from 19999? I was like, what are you talking about? What's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. You do realize there's a 19999? The next digits are 2000. Why do you think something's going to happen? The Y2K. They thought something was going to happen. I said, that doesn't even make sense. The wheel has 0 through 9 on it. It's just going to go up to 2, go up to 000. Stop giving these computer geeks your money talking about a Y2K virus or whatever. I was like, that ain't going to happen. All my friends did not listen, of course, like usual. So they're going down there paying people 150, 200, 300 bucks. Oh, I want to protect my computer from the Y2000. I don't think it's going to go to 2000. I think something's going to happen. I was like, dude, the geeks are getting over. There's not no problem. .com bubble burst 1999, 2000. What happens? 2000 to 2004. Tax cut, tax breaks back on. Stock market back hot. Rate reductions hot. But the ill-fated 9/11 and you know who attacks us. It wasn't Iraq. But they blamed Iraq. We spend trillions of dollars, go into debt, $4 to $5 to $6 trillion because of it. And what happens because of the tax cut, tax breaks? What always freaking happens 7 to 8 years later? Boom, we go down. But again, Victor Marrero, you're in the stock market. You take advantage. As you should. You're investing in 2008, 2009, 2010. And by the way, NVIDIA, Tesla, and Microsoft, Apple, all these were $15 or less share cost. Why? Because they were brand new companies from the .com aftermath. So if you invested in any of those, all of these companies have risen to unfathomable heights. Why? Because there were bailouts. There's a banking bailout. Remember, United States didn't allow their banks to fail. So nothing was ever really fixed. So tax cuts, tax breaks until 2008. No tax cut, tax breaks from 2009 up until 2016. But they reduced the interest rate so people can borrow money. Made it easier to borrow money. So then you had a housing increase in price steadily from 2010, 2011, all the way until 2016. Now, because we had to bail out the banks, bail out a whole bunch of businesses, corporations, and all this, that's inflationary. Ta-da, no doubt. So there has to be a slowdown, and you had interest rates damn near at 0. Inflation at 1%. Therefore, everything was so-called stable. And then 2017 to 2021, we're back to tax cut, tax breaks, and cherry on top, a pandemic. Once again, Victor Marrero is correct. When the pandemic occurs and after tax cut, tax breaks, because they're inflationary, things go down, pandemic goes down, you buy stocks. Rock bottom. Everything comes perfect. You're still investing in 2020, 2021, taking up all those $5, $10, $20 stocks, Chipotle's, which was a little more. You're taking up Exxon. Remember Exxon, XOM? The shares were like $20, giving out about a 10 or 12% dividend. Remember that? Remember NVIDIA? $35, $45? Probably don't. We were talking about it. Tesla? It was like 100 and something. And they split cents. Remember all these? That was 2020, 2021. Because of pandemic, tax cut, tax breaks hit its top and things had to slide down. Then we have the in-between time after tariffs, after the all this other nonsense, inflation, everything, devaluing your currency. Then we have 4 years of somebody trying to fix that BS. And now we're going back into the same thing that happened in 2017, which you already know 3 years later what's going to happen. So the problem, though, is all-time record high in credit. So now you're going to have a debt market situation. When there's no more debt that's going to be given, that means ordinary citizens can't buy, which is the bulk of the population. All-time record highs have already started with defaults on cars and on credit card debt. That means a bunch of people are going to be filing bankruptcy. What do you guys think? You guys are smart, right? You're pretty smart. You know what's going to happen. You just want to be in denial. But Victor Marrero, he's on track because he knows over the course of America that I just brought you through for the last 1980 till now, he knows one thing. And you guys should know this. Several people know this. Because there's inflation in America, the prices of your stocks always have to go up because it's always going to cost more for the goods and services. So therefore, the stock price is going to go up, which means you get to ride the wave. If that stock goes up 10%, 20% this year, you win. If it goes up another 10% next year, you win. So what if it goes down 1 year and you have a -9 or -14%? Because now 5 years in a row, it's going to be plus 10, 15, 20%. And that's why you keep your money into the stock market. You have to think in terms. But some people go short term, like Buffett. Right? He said, he's got billions of dollars sitting on the sidelines. Others are doing the same thing. A lot of these hedge fund guys are going, you know what? I don't even want to be in the turmoil. I can just take my own 4% in treasuries. And we have billions of dollars. So 4% of billions of dollars is still a lot of money every year. We can sit on the sidelines and just look at this parade going by. And if we have $100 billion, $1 billion, and somebody says, you know what, we'll just take 10%, 100 billion. We'll just get our 4%. We'll take 40 million, sorry. You guys, we'll sit on the sidelines and collect $40 million safely. What would you do? You would do the same thing. You would say, hey man, we'll collect 40, 50 million. Sit on the sidelines. Why do we need to risk a large percentage of our portfolio? It's not necessary. We still have money coming in. Plus, we own businesses. That's not going anywhere. All of this favors the rich. But as Victor Marrero says, Brian P. says, as I say, there's something to be said about always investing. So, how do you guys like that story? All right, that's the story. You can go do your history lessons, and this isn't rocket science, but right now, there is no prediction that anybody's going to know over the next 3 years. There's no way you're going to know because we don't know what's going to happen with our partners nor our enemies. And our enemies have already got another playbook. They're saying we're going to do BRICS. Saudi Arabia says we're going to exchange oil in other currency. That's a problem. All right, at MoBetter, go with balanced portfolio for dividend growth. Something like, I like this, SPY, QQQ, VOO, SCHD, JEPI for quarterly pay. You can add yield max ETFs like YMAX, Coney, NVIDIA, MicroStrategy, it's like Super Micro, but it's not Super Micro, for weekly pay. There we go. I think that pretty much covers it. There's not, I'll just add in VOOG, VTI, JEPQ. Go look and see what stocks they hold. He's got the MSTY, the SMCY, CONY, and VDA, YMAX. He's got pretty much them all there. IWMY, also FEPI, check those. He's got it. And then if you want to go with the real estate, my thing is real estate investment trust. The reason why I like them, There's going to be a lot of people that's going to be evicted, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that's going to need to rent. That's how it works. This is not rocket science. And they're already stable. And the fact that they were able to stay afloat and pay out 10, 15, 12% dividends in the environment that it was, it's not going to be any worse for the real estate investment trust, because we know what playbook is happening. They're going to reduce the interest rate twice, the Federal Reserve that is, and sooner or later, the loans that the real estate investment trust can get directly from the feds is different than what consumers can get. So they get to reduce their debt. All right, so there you go. Victor Marrero, Mo Better says, thanks, bro. Exactly. I took a screenshot. There you go, man. I've been looking for SCHD. Okay, there you go. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I had to go on that rant because I have people that may be watching that doesn't understand. We do this thing. We've been watching markets for a long time. And you know the nuances, but this is something that's different. So when 2000 came and we did the tax cut, tax breaks, and went to war, nobody knew what the outcome was going to be. But I don't know what nobody means, because I was telling people the same thing I'm telling you. Tax cut, tax breaks generates inflation. Same thing was going to happen. And if you keep doing that over time, you wipe out the middle class. And on top of that, you devalue your currency. And that means inflation. Devalue of currency equals inflation. Same thing. So it's going to cost you more to buy the same thing. Has nothing to do with this BS. I'm going to say it, BS, that I heard from a friend of mine one time. You know what he says? He goes, Eric, inflation is because you have too many people buying the same goods. I said, okay, all right, let me explain something. If I have 100 units, 100 items, capitalism dictates if I have 1,000 people buying it and there's only 100 items, do you not understand that they're not going to sell that item for $100 anymore due to demand? So the fact is, the person's going to raise it up to $200 and see how many people buy it. That is inflation. But you don't look at it that way because you're looking at supply and demand. Then I say, I can't buy it for $200, so I go down and swipe my credit card. I just put $200 into the currency because the person that collects that $200, it's spendable. I just created inflation, money out of thin air. That is inflation. And when you sit there and say, hey, you know what? I say, okay, let's forget about that. How many people you know bought a house today or this week or last year? And you go, oh man, 3 or 4 of my friends bought a home. I said, okay, the home costs how much? They say $500,000. I said, did they give them $500,000? They said no. I said, okay, so explain to me then, where did they get the $500,000 from? The bank. Okay, the bank is charging interest. That is also inflation because you're going to end up paying twice as much for the house. But that $500,000 that they gave you to get that note is money out of thin air. That is adding additional money into the money supply. That is inflationary. But in the United States system, inflation is good because from an investment standpoint, you get to invest in assets and years later, you get to cash out. That's how it works. But if you can't buy assets, you take losses, you lose. And 70% of the United States population is about to take a huge L when inflation goes even higher and you don't have the job or the money or the means to get the additional funds. All right, economic lessons tonight, I'm for it. Let's see what we got. We got more. We got more. All right. PLTY. I like that one. Is another Yield Max on fire, giving $3.34 per month dividend. It pays the second week of the month. I like PLTY. I like ULTY. Is that what you mean? I like that one as well. That one's beautiful. That one's beautiful. ULTY. There you go, Victor. I'll add that one too. Yep. $3. Wait a minute. Yes. This will be trying to tell you, Mo. Stock market dividends is the way to go. And that's just this month. And you know what's even funnier? Go look at the stock price. I think he means ULTY, right? Or is that PLTY? Is that for... Oh, I see right now. That's Palantir. Is that really Palantir? Really? Oh, sheesh. It is. It is. $71.92 for YieldMax ETF. That's pretty high. But $3 this month. You can go look it up, ladies and gentlemen. YieldMax ETFs. If you don't have a stock brokerage account, down below in the description box, get your Robinhood for signing up. All right? Yep. It's right here. It's right here. I've been ULTY though. Put this down. ULTY. Put that one down. YieldMax ETFs, man. They've been on fire the whole time. They've been giving people a lot of money, man. A lot. Giving people like 5% of the stock price in 1 month. So that means most people would love having 10% annually. And people are getting way more than 10% annually on a lot of these YieldMax ETFs because of the option income trading, generating all this revenue. It's crazy. I love it. Yes, exactly, man. Exactly. Exactly. This is why it's very hard to sit around. That's what we talk about when we're talking about going to Dominican Republic, right? Investing and monkeying around with giving somebody $50,000 over 2 or 3 years when you're putting down payments of 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, $40,000 and it's sitting there while you're waiting to build something in pre-construction and they're going, it's 2.5 years later, 30 months later, 36 months later, then 36 months come and you're waiting another 3 years. Meanwhile, that's 6 years that go by, and in that 6 years, that freaking $40, $50, $60,000 would have generated 100 and some to $200,000. That's the problem. And they sit over there and go, oh, no biggie, be patient. I'm like, dudes, seriously? You're missing out on 5% to 10% return on your money every month and you're saying be patient? I give you 20 grand and I could be getting $1,000 per month? Damn near? Seriously? And you think it's okay that I'm missing out on $1,000 per month? That's what it's like a joke. It's like, seriously. That's why I get a little bent, because there's alternatives while I'm sitting here dealing with listening to dudes say, yeah, it's 5 years, it's 6 years, it's all good. And I'm like, dudes, you have like 60% of the money. That's 70, 80, 100, $120,000 in some cases. And people are sitting there like missing out on 20% return, 15% returns every year on that money. 100,000, 15 grand a year for 4 years. Plus reinvestments, you then got 60% of your money. And you can still go buy some stuff later. I'd rather have the money in-house. So anyhow, that's the story of the night when we do investments, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, I was talking with my cousin tonight. Shout out to my cousin, bizbuysell.com. If you're interested in the business, go look there. We were discussing things such as a lot of these business owners are getting older and they already have the business in place, but they have to go check in. They've been working it and they already have people in place. So if it says they make there's one specifically I was looking at, $132,000 annually with employees already built in. You got to show up once or twice a week just to, you're the owner. You got to check on things, right? Or Be there, greet people, right? Whatever. But the point is, you still make almost 10,000. Well, you do $10,000 per month profit after all the employees and fees and everything get paid. And the guy's sitting there and he's talking about allowing you to almost damn near take over the business because he's elderly. And then, of course, he wants that whatever number it was, 400,000 or something, 500,000, still underpriced. But the reason it is because it's a lease. He has a lease space, he doesn't own the building. If he owned the building and was doing that, then we're talking about millions of dollars. All right. So those are the type of things you look at, right? The Mo Better. Wow, didn't know it was giving out that kind of cash. Hey, man, all the ones we told you, go look at CONY. Go look at MSTY. Some of those are giving out $3, $4 a month because MicroStrategy is in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's doing this up and down. So people are doing their options and puts and every other deal. And that's creating a lot of cash. And so they're distributing it to the guys. Coinbase, CONY, all crypto. So all those exchanges and all that. And comparatively, the stock price is perfect, right? So here we go. Post-retirement travel. Yes, PLTY is Pelletier. ULTY is also great because of the low price and it pays $72.92 per share, almost $1. And ULTY is under $10, ladies and gentlemen. Is that unbelievable or what? I love it. I love it. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you out here giving the one piece to the like button. All right? Make sure you do that. Oh, by the way, did you guys notice for 2025, we got some color in the room. I figured it was about time I do a little bit of that color stuff, man. And I'm going to be doing an upgrade too on my camera situation. So that'll be different. After all these years, I've been using just regular old stuff. ULTY is $9. There you go. $9 freaking dollars. And they're giving out 72 cents. That's almost 10% right there. And in 2 months, it's definitely 10%. It's going to be almost 20%, quite frankly. But that's pretty cool, right? So thank you so much for that. Yes, Mo, that's what we're talking about. That's what we've been talking about, actually. Brian P., the ringleader, along with Victor Marrero. Like I said, 2 years ago, these guys were talking about it. I can't remember which one said it first, but I just remember both of them within a month of each other was talking about this. Hey, what about this UMAX ETFs? Then I didn't talk about it at all because I knew what they were doing. I said, okay, let's see what happens. Then 6 months later, I said, hold on. Let's start talking about it. So ever since 2023, somewhere around May, I believe it was May, June, or April, I can't really remember. Then we started talking about a little more, and then they just keep expanding and getting better and better and better. And now you sit there and go, why am I giving somebody money to hold? When if my goal is to get a return on my investment, why am I sitting there giving money that's going to be sitting for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years? That's where the problem starts coming in. And overpay for something, which I'm referring to real estate, pre-construction, and everything else regarding real estate. You can't overpay. And if we're doing pre-construction like we've been doing, we can't sit there and wait for 5, 6, 7 years while they're holding. Like I said, if something costs $150,000 and you got to put 60% down, and they're holding like 90,000, that doesn't make much sense, right? That starts getting crazy, and you're missing out on stock markets that are doubling, which means if you're investing in these, you would have doubled your money. So, and get dividends kicking in at 15, 20, 25, 30, 35% rates. That ends up being a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. You got $90,000 and you get 30% return in 1 year. You do understand that's 30 G's, right? 1 year. Next year, you hopefully reinvested it. So the next year, you're getting close to 40. The next year, you're getting close to 50, 60, even probably a little more. So in 3 years, you got damn near 100% back plus more. This starts getting crazy. So that's why I get a little bent. All right, there's more to what I think. That's 10%. Exactly, Mo. That's what I've been saying. Exactly. But remember, Mo, there's the one thing about Yield-Max ETFs, and because they do option income trading, they don't buy the stocks. They're only doing option income trading for that company, like Palantir, like uh, Amazon, like Nvidia. That's what they're doing. MicroStrategy, Apple, Amazon, all these guys, right? So that's why the stock price could be volatile. And when the stock market is like level, that is not good for this type of trading because then, or these ETFs, because then people won't, they're not actively, because there's not enough highs and lows. Soon as what's happening right now, there's enough highs and lows. So that creates all this option income money. But if the stock market stays level, then that puts a lull on option income trading. Puts and calls are reduced, right? So that's how it happens. There we go. Yes, yes, Mo. Brian P can tell you he has like 3,300 shares of, I can't remember which one. And that pays almost damn near $2,000 per month. It's crazy. Yes, exactly. 1,000 shares of ULTY is $9,000. And yes, you get 720 a month times 12. That would be something like a damn near 90% return on your money. That would be pretty. Oh, actually, it will be more than that because you should reinvest the 720, get more shares, which would be 80 more shares plus every month. So that means you're going to be getting more than 720 the following month traditionally. And it will keep rising. So you have this huge curve that goes like this, which is a beautiful thing. That's what we talk about here, ladies and gentlemen, right? All right. Oh, let's see here. I got to get adjusted. Let's go. I've been moving around, gyrating, talking about a lot of things because I don't want you guys out here having very hard times, which is inevitable. We can't save everybody, right? But at least you know what moves to make while you can, and the money's still liquid because it's in your brokerage account. It's not like it's in your bank account. It's not like some friend is holding it. It's not like some, pre-construction companies holding something. None of that. You actually have it in a place where you earn money. That's good. Just like owning a business that generates income. All right. So keep those things in mind. Now, speaking of my cousin and doing investing, I will say this. If you're out here looking for a business, then location will matter. So I'm going to suggest my cousin and everybody, if you're looking for a business, then you need to consider businesses that are in well-to-do areas, high income areas where the jobs are, or relatively in the shopping center of these high income net worth individuals. Why do I say that? Because they will have the money to shop as normal. They're the ones that have done investments. They're the ones that have businesses. They're the ones that have businesses inside and outside the USA. They're the ones who used to be the ambassador, the congressman, these guys, CEOs. They all live in these high-end locations. They will be fine. People who have businesses in regular neighborhoods where there's a contraction, job losses, income reductions, that's where the mom and pop businesses will not thrive as good. So I'm already predicting the recession, but I'm not saying it's going to be 2025. I'm telling you 3 years from now, because it was 3.5. Now we're down to 3. All right. So 2.5 ultimately once next year turns over. So 27, you got from now until 2027. All right. To get your assets that pay you. After that, I'm just saying you're on your own. I'm just letting you know because things could be in a situation where you're going to have to figure it out at that point. All right. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, Mo. Mo's over here going, I'm going crazy. Mo, this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what I've been saying, man. That's why when we have our real estate discussions about DR and all that, that's why I'm like, man, you don't understand. There's all kind of money that you're missing out on. And Mo better correct. And keep in mind the dividends change every month. So if it pays $1, then that's 1K per month. Exactly. Exactly. And you can see what they paid out this year. But generally, as you keep going, the dividends sometimes go down a few, every month, and then it'll shoot back up for a month. But generally, it's the average. I'm about to go crazy. I'll keep you guys updated. Papa coming home. I'm glad you're here, Mo. I'm glad you're here, man. So you can see this. Oh, I just figured something out on here. He's laughing about it. I think I just figured something out. How did that work? Oh, no, I didn't. Did I? Yes, I did. Cool. Okay. I see now. All right, Victor. Damn, all this time you and Brian P. been talking about this, I really wasn't paying that much attention, but you have my attention now. There you go. How cool is this? I think I finally figured out how to keep this thing. Okay, cool. If I would have known this, I would have been launched a few positions. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, I just learned something new tonight. That's awesome. Okay, I'm glad you're in the house, Mo. Oh, by the way, Mo, before you, let me see if I ever found my stuff, Mo. Before you go anywhere, you got some more stuff to write down. I think I don't. I must have messed up. Let's see. Yep, I messed up. I still don't have the paperwork that I need. Still don't have the paperwork. Damn. Look at this. I'm looking for my paperwork. Still don't have it. Man, oh man, what happened? Did I take it somewhere? I must have taken it in another room. That's crazy. I usually keep it right here, but I don't have it. So this is the second time I look for my paper. And I don't have it. Wait, hold on. We got one more. Nope. I think I must have taken it to another room. Sometimes I'm talking on the phone and I have people I'm talking to, but yeah, it looks like I don't have the paperwork at all here. I was going to show you a whole list of stuff, man. Whole list. But now you're going to be excited about YieldMax, so you don't care about 14%, 12%, 17%. If you do, other people might. ORC, MFA, TWO, PSEC, just saying, AGNC, ARR. These are all real estate investment trusts. All right. They give out anywhere from 11% to 17, 18%. Something of that nature. I got work to do. I got to join you guys. My new name is Mo YieldMax ETF. Oh, that's funny. Exactly, man. That's cool. That's cool. Glad to hear. Glad you were here, man, because it's year end. Remember, Mo, we talk about if you have investments and you have losses, you should sell the shares of the losses or consider it because that'll be a tax write-off next year. As long as you sell, well, you could sell right now, but as long as you sell before midnight, December 31st, and it's an L, that's how you reduce your tax April 15 taxes. And if you invest in a 401k, remember that's also tax deduction. Any amount you put into a 401k. So just keep those things. Those are two things that you need to keep in mind. My third thing is a little bit different, but it's in the video that I dropped Saturday, I think it was, or Friday. Hardly any views. Nobody likes it, but it is what it is. We never hardly get any views anyhow. That's why it's awesome when we're doing a live stream. Smash the live stream because we have people that can talk. All right. Well, thanks, E. I took those names down too. Thanks, man. Yeah, you'll see. Yeah, if you want something that's, real estate investment trust or backed by real estate, and the Federal Reserve is a tie-in because if the Federal Reserve keeps reducing their interest rates, the real estate investment trust, they get to borrow money from the Feds direct if they want to because they got so much money. So they don't have the mortgage rate that we have, 6.456. They don't pay that. They get interest only loans for less. It's crazy. All right. Well, there you go, man. Glad you were here once again. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Get some friends. Tell them to come over. Tell them to come watch. Biz, buy, sell. In fact, I'm hoping we can do this. I'm hoping this works. If I get disconnected, I'll be a little upset, but it is what it is. I'm going to try and share a screen. This right here should scare people. Oh, no. I can't share anything. Are we serious right now? It didn't add it. Why didn't it add? View here. No. Okay, I'm back. That's not nice. Okay, that's not okay. I'll just give you the news. Natural on expectations for colder than usual January on the East Coast. You guys hear that? Natural gas, 20% increase. That means your gas bill, winter time, if it's already like 125 bucks, then now add about another $25, make it 300 bucks, 360. Is that called inflation? I don't know, but it's going to cost you more money. More people are going to have less money. All right. Let's see. New York Stock Exchange to close on January 9th in honor of the former President Jimmy Carter. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see. What else that I want to discuss? U.S. Treasury says its computers were hacked by a Chinese threat actor in a major incident. See what I'm saying? You know what? Come on, hackers. If I'd have known you guys were going to be like this after 35 years, I would have just hung in there and done some programming, because you guys have failed the general population. All that, and make sure people got paid. What's wrong with you guys out here? I'm saying, they're working U.S. Treasury to do have and mess up everything. Instead, they ain't hacking into the banking system and distributing income like CEOs and vice presidents and presidents are hacking into people's accounts and taking their money. And you guys ain't going in there to take money and distribute it to your banking customers and be heroes. Come on, man. Okay, I won't get into that too, but that's craziness, man. I'm shocked. You guys are hacking into the Treasury. Come on, man. Unless you hacking into the IRS, cleaning up people's liens and all that crap, and doing all this other stuff to get people in a better position, I don't want you guys hacking into the SEC like I'm somebody, but I'm nobody. But all I'm saying is, if I'd have known this, I would have stayed into the computer biz. This is craziness, man. Hacking Treasury. U.S. files complaint against fintech app Dave and its CEO. Okay. All right. S&P comeback kids are ready to rebound. Okay. All right. Get this, ladies and gentlemen. Assets in U.S. exchange traded funds top 10 trillion. Oh my God. 10 trillion. Do you guys hear that? That ought to tell you that is a problem. There are people holding $10 trillion somewhere. Jesus. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. All right. ETFs, funds that invest in stocks, bonds, and other assets and trade on national stock exchanges, reached 156 billion in inflows for November 2024, surpassing previous monthly flow records. Does this sound like the economy was bad? Does this seem like 70% of the population is living paycheck to paycheck with income. Does it seem like there's a problem with the economy? All-time record highs on Thanksgiving Day for online buying. On Friday, Black Friday, all-time record highs after. All-time record on Cyber Monday. All-time record highs for buying on Christmas. Does this all seem like there's an economic problem? It does not to me. I'm sorry. How is this possible? All this spending, all of this investing money, where's it coming from? Oh, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Really. This is really funny. Buoyed by the magnificent seven stocks. I forgot about Apple, Google, Amazon, Nvidia, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Nvidia, Meta Platforms, and Tesla helped account for about half of the index's gains for the year. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you have to be in on the big boys. You just can't sit on the sidelines with the big boys, all right? Four of the top ETFs for 2024 by flows tracked the S&P 500 index according to Cerulli. That's right. Here we go. Vanguard 500 Index Fund, number one year-to-date inflows. I wonder who that is. Vanguard 500 Index Fund ranks number one, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you guys know. Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund is also in the top five. I wonder, where you guys have heard about these? Invesco. Oh, IVR, by the way, Mo. IVR. High risk, high rewards with dividends, but make sure they're still giving out the dividends because it's high risk, high rewards. All right. Vanguard Total Stock Market Index, that's in the top five. The QQQ is also in the top five. And the Vanguard 500 is also in the top five. What more can we say, ladies and gentlemen? Victor Marrero, Brian P., everybody else, Mr. Financial, all you guys. Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund, otherwise known as VTI. I believe you heard the name, VOGVOVI. We've been talking about it. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. These are the top five inflows. We've been talking about four of the top five all year. Come on. Gotta be exciting, right? Gotta be exciting. I don't know. It's exciting to me. You guys are all in on the track. You just never know it. I know there's of other channels and things like that, which are, they're giving out great information as well. We just haven't kept it to one or two things. We've kept it to a slew of things: dividends, real estate investment trust, income option trading funds, even the FEPI, the WDT, WTDEs. We've been doing all of it. So you got a rounded view, and you do your own research, do your own studying. It's up to you what you want to put your money into. We talk real estate. We've talked buying businesses. Buying businesses. I'll go back to that. bizbuysell.com. And one of the things is VOO. We've talked about the S&P 500 ETF. Victor Marrero mentioned it earlier today. We've been mentioning it all year. And again, it has the highest inflow. That's number one. Just so you guys know. So we've been talking about VOOG is not in the top five. right? But it's okay. It goes along the same lines. It's the 500 Growth Index Fund. It goes along the same lines. So, see, I like it when a plan comes together. That we've been sitting here for a year telling people, year and a half, telling people about these tops been putting their money into and why this increases the stock market. It won't stop because the Magnificent Seven is going to buy back over 3 billion. Magnificent Seven. I know, but we do know what Nvidia is going to do. It's $3 billion of stock buybacks over the next 3 years. Don't you think the other four is going to do that too? You're damn right. So, there you go. Oh man, there we go. So again, I'm very happy that we're on the right track once again in this market. We've been on the right track. Now, your decision is, are you going to sell, buy back, take those losses for your tax purposes? Or are you going to be like Warren Buffett and say, I'm taking all my money out? What are you guys going to do? Now, I'm going to say this. At these ROIs, I don't see how you take all your money out. When you have no reason, why are you going to take money out if you're getting 10, 15, 20, 30, 40% return on your money? That's not even an option, is it? Is that really going to be an option? I don't think so. Let me know what you guys think. All right. This is okay here. I like this. Now, let me know what you guys think of the background. The little colors I finally threw in just to throw in some nice soft landings. And then I got to get my video. I got to do something. I got an update that I need with my whole camera system. Because I don't like using the standalones, which is probably I should. But that might even be better. Maybe I'll get one of them too. Headphones and a new camera. How about that? We'll see what happens. I'll have that next week too. In 2025, we'll just call it upgrade. Upgrading. Legends don't die. That's a new t-shirt coming out. I'll have it formulated for you in a little bit, in about a week or two, but I've got a lot of things I need to do, so we'll make it happen then. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. You know I always got to play something here. Let's see. Do I have it? Here we go. You know what happens. This is SSN Lifestyle. Don't forget, real estate investing. Punta Cana Investors Forum. SSN Lifestyle, May 13th, 14th, and 15th. You want no qualifying real estate investing? You want property that will increase in value over the next 3, 4, 5 years? Then you should get in now, because 5 years from now, it's going to be too late. It's almost already too late, because me and Mo was talking about real estate, Sarasota villas inside Vista Cana. And you know what happened? They're selling a we'll call it 2,600 square foot SSN Nation approved design, not 100%, 95%, but it's still approved because it's like a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, upstairs, downstairs. Each bedroom has its own bathroom, and then there's another either half bath or full bath out in the living dining room area. Open floor plan. Inside Vista Cana with a pool, and then they did the ultimate sunken seating area with fire pit. Made it pretty cool. That's all included for $420,000. It includes appliances. Inside Vista Cana. Sarasota Villas. That a few years ago would be like way too much. Now, $420 inside Vista Cana at 2,600 square feet, that is a good deal if you are looking for investment. But if you're looking to just live, then obviously you can buy a 2,600 square foot house for $420,000 in America, right? It's just that what's the dynamics that you're looking for? To the ease of life on an island, or where it's always warm? Literally. You'll never need any winter gear, that's for sure. All right, so these are the type of things. Now, there is one other thing I should add since I'm talking about that villa. You can always go to SSN Lifestyle. You can email me at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. You can join our WhatsApp group. If you're interested in villas and real estate investing in Dominican Republic, specifically Punta Cana area, the western side, Cap Cana, by eBay, all of that western side of the DR, Punta Cana, Los Corrales, El Cordacito, and all that, hit me up. Sosua, Puerto Plata, and all that. Yes, I'm a broker on the island. We can always do business wherever. But the point is, that's where we're hanging. That's where it's pretty tough. I can direct you to a lot of last last deals available. Let's just call it that. All right. Now, I still haven't heard from you guys. Let me know what you guys think about the little color situation roaming around in the background. Let me know what you guys think about that. I want to hear about it. Let me know. Show me some feedback. All right. Now, speaking of this, make sure you come to the SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Investors Forum. You go to ssnlifestyle.com. All the information is there. And speaking of that information, you know what? Why don't I do it this way too? No, is it an overlay? Let's see. We'll see how they did me. Okay. All right. That's very interesting. Looks like I'm stuck. Am I stuck like Chuck? Yep. We're stuck. Nope, not stuck. All right. I put that in front of the screen right there. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys thinking. We've had a lot of great discussions tonight. All right, let me know what you guys are thinking out here. Let's go. Color looks good, but need more green in the background. Look in the money green. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see something. Is that what you mean, Victor Marrero? Money green in the background. The evil genius. All right, man. There you go. I got some green for you. There you go, Victor Marrero. Green in the background. Okay. You should do the investor forum close to Memorial Day. Yo, take advantage of the holiday. Developers tend to always grow out some type of discount incentives around that time. Hey, Mo, come on, man. You know, SSN Nation, we get discounts regardless when we're there. You know that. We don't need it then. Just like what happened December 2nd, the 3rd, and 4th. Same thing happened. They had the fly and drive discount a few days earlier. We still got the fly and drive discount when we came a week later. You know those don't. You know. You know better than anyone, man. You know better than that. Victor Marrero's like, damn, awesome. Hey, we like this on demand live, right? He said, let's get some green in there. I'm like, okay, let's do some money green then. I'm down. That's true. You're right. Yeah, man. Well, in fact, I forgot about something. You know what? I'll be right back, guys. I forgot about something. So I got to play video, and I got to take myself off screen. Right? I got to take myself off screen. Oh, hold on.
Come on, come on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Now I'm back. All right, so I figured out what my problem was, but I still have one little issue here. My issue is hey, this is working okay. I'm checking out what it looks like. I actually might be able to bring in another camera here now. I see I'm going to use my phone camera maybe next time. It just stops me from being able to use my phone now. So, I'm still working on a few things in the background. You guys know we do a little bit of Airbnb and all that. And I'm trying to get a friend of mine into Los Cabos, Cabo San Lucas area tomorrow. And speaking of that, I need to see if some friends of mine hit me up. What's this? Oh, hold on. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. There's something. It doesn't matter. Okay, well. Yeah. Hold on. You guys, I need to do something in real time, which is kind of funny because now they're saying next week. Let's see. Hold on a second. Because this is it's not my favorite. In Cabo San Lucas, just so you guys know, there's a place called Pueblito Bonito Sunset Beach and Resort. The reason I don't really like that one for friends of mine is because even though my friends would be cool with it because it has its own little private beach area on the other side, it's just they have to go over the mountain. And so you have to late night, you don't want to have to travel around and go down the mountain. And it's not major mountains or anything. It's just that if you're on the other side with Pueblo Bonito Rosé or Blanco, you're already in town. So if you stay on the other property, you just walk and you'll be at Sturgeon Surgeon and all that stuff. So that's why I look at it like my friends where I want them to stay. I'm like, okay, don't stay on the beach there, stay on the beach on the other side. So then you can be El Squid Row and all that stuff, Sammy Hagar's spot and all that people go to, and the marina is easy walking distance versus all being on the other side. You got to walk over the other side of the mountain over past J Lo and what's his face, De La Hoya's houses and stuff. So we'll see what he's got, but that's not cool. Let's see. I need one more. Doggone it. I only got one. I need another one. One of my friends. They need to get in touch with me. All right. So, anyhow, make sure you smash the like button, everybody. And again, I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, but go down below. If you want to find out great investment opportunities in Dominican Republic, Seven Palms Elite, the brochure's down below. That's inside Vista Cana, Seven Palms Luxury, across the street from a man-made lake, saltwater lake with its own beach club, with restaurant, bar, fitness room, which will be aerobics, kids playground area with a kids pool. And another pool is out there. Across the street, beach view, $145,000 for a one bedroom, roughly 56 square meters, including the terrace. So that means it's about 600 square meters. Yeah, 600 square feet, including the terrace. But you have beach view. 145. Still available, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, you might have to go to the backside, which would be parking lot view, or do you really want to sit over the cafe that's at Adventure? Because that's also 145. Or actually, it's a little less, 139. Sorry. So those are still available, but 20% down, 40% during construction, 40% on delivery, Seven Palms construction. Information's down below. All right, let's see how it goes. All right, and I got some other things I need to do too, but it's all right. I want to let you guys know the year is almost over. The next time we do a live stream will be on Wednesday. It will be the first on Wednesday night. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. So you guys be safe out there. I love you guys all. And again, I appreciate your support after all these 5 years. We have a year and a half to go before I exit stage left with 2,000 videos to leave behind on this YouTube network, if they don't just take my channel off altogether. But that's what we're going with, ladies and gentlemen. And you can actually see my predictions over the years. And yes, we have a few wrong, but we have a few right. So anyhow, crypto. I don't know what's going to happen with crypto, but year over year, crypto still outperforms a lot of regular old stocks. So you should have a little crypto. You should have a little gold and silver. It depends on your investment decisions on what you want to do. But you have to be invested in something, not just leaving your money sitting somewhere, because unless you have multiple millions where you can actually afford to keep it at a low interest rate location, then that doesn't work for you. You can't do 3-4% when inflation is 3-4% or 5 or 10 or 15. You can't do that. All right. So anyhow, let me know what you guys think. If there's anything else you guys want to talk about tonight, ladies and gentlemen, please do. ssnlifestyle.com, stopstrugglingnow.com. Go get some of this. No fear, no excuses. And coming out, legends never die. All right. We still roll, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we do this. So we'll have some surprises in 2025. Will it be no, it probably won't be the Super Bowl this year. Unless, wait, I don't know. I think we're going to have surgery situations going down, so I don't think that's going to work. But maybe something else will come up. We'll have to decide. But you guys know I always invite you. And again, we'll be back to the invitations, no additional cost. I don't expect it. If I invite you and I say, hey, man, we got Super Bowl party tickets and things like that, whoever shows up, you get to join me because we get to go in. We don't have a let's just say an amount of people that we can get in. So whoever shows up, everybody's getting in. All right. Last time, 2, 3 times, nobody ever showed up. But it did not matter. I still let a few other people come in, even though I didn't even know them. I was just like, hey, you want to go into this, go into that, here, come in with me. So we'll have it going, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Once again, as soon as retirement's over, it's almost over, ladies and gentlemen, that I've been doing this probate situation. And it's been almost 3 years. 2.5 years almost. It's been 2.5 years. Crazy on something that should have just taken 6 months, a year. But this is what happens when you have other individuals who won't, sign paperwork, who won't cooperate because they feel they should get more than their fair share, and causes havoc. And you have to go through the court system, and court systems take time. So this will all end probably at a 3-year mark, which will be good. So we'll get on with it. But hey, so anything else you want to say, let it be known now, because I'll see you on Wednesday, the new year, the first day of the year, and it's time to get moving on some other thing, post haste. All right. So let's go. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And also, I got to give a shout out to Mr. Compensation. Finally, after all these years, he has busted out of his bubble and he started doing some live streams impromptu. He started talking. This man has knowledge and information he's been studying for years. But he's always been a little camera shy. So I'm very happy that he has now finally given out some information to help people. And I hope he does some little economics so he has income coming in as well, because he has a lot of knowledge. I just wish he would feel much more comfortable, but he started, which means that's baby steps, but he knows what he's doing. He has friends around him, and I'm very, very happy to see that. So go show some love for Mr. Compensation. Mr. Financial, I still see you, man. I rarely get any notifications from Mr. Financial anymore, which is Curtis Davis. So I want to give a shout out, go over there, show some love for him, smash that like button, subscribe to the channels, because the ecosystem for YouTube is weird. They don't like sharing certain people's information, but they'll share a bunch of nonsense. So just keep that in mind. So make sure, no matter what you do, to be careful out here, because as you know, it's hard out here, ladies and gentlemen. And you just never know what somebody else is going through, what their mindset is. So you just got to be on your mindful P's and Q's. And with all that said, you know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be out here in 2025, keeping my head up, keep moving, and I'm out.